stacked and my socials cooked. Studio calls, but I'm still in bed. Sandra from HR's text left me on red cat all. They say, Rohan, how do you do it all? I say, I don't, I send in my clone to the call. He's got my swagger, he's got my sass. Just don't let him near my OnlyFans past. Clone me, baby, I'm busy. Let my double kiss babies and schmooze the city. Clone me, darling, I'm done. Let that hologram do breakfast radio fun. Yeah, I'm the star, he's the PR. I'll be in the spa while he's kissing ass. Clone me, success on tap. If I could clone my naps, I'd nap on my naps. He's got perfect hair, no existential dread. Says yes to postures, I ghost instead while I'm deep in a meme hole. Online, he's waving on stage and drinking fake wine. He does interviews in a velvet suit. Answers questions like, what's your creative route? It's AI, baby, it's the future now. I break a sweat when you can milk a cow. Clone me, baby, I'm tired. Let my replica dance while my brain's rewired. Clone me, darling, just one more. I'll send Rohan 3 to do the Bunnings tour. One clone cooks, one clone cleans. One's my decoy in the tabloid scene. Clone me for fame, while I binge watch a session under someone else's name. Pick I am Rohan. Exy, please sign my R's. Cloning is not a crime, it's a vibe. Trumpets go wild, yeah. Clone me, baby, babe, can't lose. Let them run my merch while I snooze in Ugg boots. Clone me, darling, let's go. I'll be in the bath while they run my show. Real Rohan's chillin', clone Rohan's chillin'. Clone 4's dancing and Rohan 5's yellin'. Clone me, world domination. Cause one Rohan Harry ain't enough for this nation. Bitter. Oh, I'm in 5 places all at once, but only one of me knows how to dance or cry in the shower. Clone can't do that yet.
Have you ever felt like you just needed to be in, 10 places at once?
Oh, constantly.
Right. Juggling emails, events, social media posts, and you're trying to protect your actual personal time, focus on what you really want to do.
It feels impossible sometimes, especially these days. Everything's always on.
Exactly. So today, we're doing a deep dive into something pretty fascinating, how some public figures, celebrities mainly, are tackling this. They're effectively cloning aspects of themselves.
Now, we need to be super clear right off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are not talking about biological cloning. That's, a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
Ethically tricky, scientifically not there yet.
And illegal in lots of places, right? Like the U.S., Australia.
Exactly. Illegal. So, no, this is about something else entirely.
Okay.
Today's deep dive is really about using technology and also smart human delegation, how people manage the intense pressure of being in the public eye.
Right.
Our mission really is to unpack how they build this. Well, you could almost call it a clone army.
A clone army.
Yeah. Offloading tasks, managing their public image, but crucially, keeping their own core creative energy, their privacy, intact.
It sounds like a shortcut almost to understanding this really innovative way they're handling, fame.
It is, and it gives them back their lives in some surprising ways.
Okay, so with all that pressure, what's the main driver? Why create these, digital or delegated versions? What tasks are so demanding?
Well, it's the sheer volume of it all, really. You're looking at things like virtual media appearances or having a spokesperson deal with interviews, the endless social media churn.
Oh, yeah, that must be relentless.
Totally. Public promotional events, showing up for podcast guest spots, even the behind-the-scenes stuff like outreach for merch or licensing deals.
Wow.
These aren't small things. They eat up enormous amounts of time and energy.
So it's a strategic move against just burnout, basically.
Pretty much. It's a response to how unsustainable modern celebrity can often feel.
Okay, it sounds like a full-time job just managing the demands of being famous, never mind doing the actual job.
Exactly.
So if this clone army is handling all of that, what's left for the original celebrity? What do they get to focus on?
Well, that's the whole point, really. This is where the strategy actually pays off.
Okay.
It lets the original person concentrate on what really defines their work, their core performances, maybe live shows.
The creative stuff.
The creative stuff, exactly. Having creative control over their art. And importantly, the final say on their brand image, major contracts.
Right.
So it's not just about being more efficient, it's strategic. It's about protecting their artistic integrity, their personal well-being.
In an industry that just constantly wants a piece of you.
Precisely. It's about choosing where your authentic self really needs to show up. It lets them actually live their lives, not just perform 24/7.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's get into the how. How do they actually start building this clone system? What are the bits and pieces?
Right. Well, it often starts with what some sources are calling the AI personality clone.
Okay, the digital self.
Your digital self, yeah. And this uses advanced tools like GPT-based ones, ChatGPT, for example, but highly customized.
Customized how?
The key is the training. They feed these AIs massive amounts of data about the celebrity.
Like what kind of data?
Their voice, from transcripts, interviews, their specific sense of humor, their tone, their style, often pulled from old videos, scripts, you name it.
So you're not just getting some generic AI response, it's meant to sound like them.
That's the goal. How sophisticated can it get? Pretty sophisticated, actually.
Really? Like, what can it actually do?
Well, this AI can handle things like fan emails, draft social media captions that sound genuinely like the person wrote them.
Wow.
Write bios, draft pitch decks for projects. It's really designed to simulate the celebrity in lots of different digital interactions.
And you mentioned specific tools.
Yeah, there are tools playing big roles here. Things like Suno for music generation, Sora for video, 11 Labs for cloning the voice itself. And then those custom GPTs, the specialized versions of ChatGPT for handling scripting and text-based stuff. It's quite a comprehensive digital toolkit they can build.
That is. Yeah, that's quite something. But, I mean, with all this AI, how much is just automated? Is there still a human touch needed?
Oh, absolutely. A critical human element is still there. That takes us to the next part. The PR clone.
Okay, so not an AI this time.
Not an AI. This is usually a real person or a small team, often a virtual assistant, maybe a publicist.
And what do they do? Just logistics?
It's much more than logistics. They get what's called a clone briefing. Super details.
A clone briefing? What's in that?
Everything. The celebrity's core values, really important stuff like their no-go zones, topics they won't touch.
Ah, okay. Boundaries.
Exactly. Boundaries. Their specific hot takes on certain issues, their preferred tone. Are they sarcastic, heartfelt, edgy? It's all spelled out.
So the PR clone knows how to react as the celebrity would.
Precisely. And they also handle the necessary boilerplate stuff, the standard thanks for reaching out replies that have to go out.
So this person needs to be more than just an assistant. They're like a brand guardian, understanding the persona deeply.
Totally. And the sources say the ideal person for this is someone who's really comfortable using AI tools themselves and good at batching content efficiently.
Right, leveraging the tech, but with human oversight.
You got it. They act as that strategic filter, making sure everything aligns with the brand while keeping things running smoothly.
Okay, this next layer is, well, it sounds almost like something out of a movie. The event clone.
Yeah, this one is pretty intriguing.
A physical stand-in. How does that work?
So the event clone is basically a double, a proxy. They're used for public appearances where maybe the celebrity's full presence isn't absolutely essential, but someone needs to be there.
Like what kind of events?
Think like minor red carpet things, product launches, maybe parts of a press junket. The real person physically can't be everywhere at once.
But the brand needs representation.
Exactly. The brand needs to be seen.
And I read about some, well, almost amusing techniques they use, like wearing sunglasses indoors, voice modulation.
Yeah. It leans into the mystery a bit, keeps people guessing. Was that really them? Or was it the clone?
It adds this layer of ambiguity almost playfully.
It's part of the whole mystique they can build. And if a physical double isn't practical, there are other ways.
Like what?
Like doing live video call-ins, using AI avatars, or even deep faked visuals where they have pre-recorded reactions ready to go.
Wow. Okay. So it keeps the public engaged, maybe a bit confused, but definitely talking.
Definitely talking. It adds that layer of, as you said, intriguing mythos around them.
So connecting this back, how do they actually frame this? How do they turn this, delegation system into a public story? It feels like it could be part of their actual brand.
Oh, it absolutely can be. That's the really clever part sometimes.
How so?
It's about taking what's basically a practical, maybe even logistical strategy and weaving it into their public identity, making it interesting.
So like openly talking about it.
Sometimes, yeah, they might make public references like calling it Rohan 2.0 or Rohan.exe,
Oh.
There's even the idea that maybe the clone is the one doing certain interviews.
Yeah.
Or they just play with the ambiguity and make people wonder, hey, was that really you on Studio 10 or was that your AI?
That seems risky, doesn't it? Could fans feel cheated?
That's the tightrope they walk, I think.
Right.
It's a balance. The goal usually isn't to outright deceive people.
Okay.
It's more about managing expectations and often leaning into the absurdity of it with a wink.
How do you mean?
Like you might see a celebrity post something funny on social media. Here's the clone handling today's media interviews. I'm off for a nap.
Right. So it's transparent, almost humorous.
Exactly. And that can actually build a different kind of connection. It turns what could be a weird thing into content. Stuff for TikToks, podcast bits, maybe even merchandise.
That's really smart spin. Okay, so let's make this concrete. How does it all function day to day? Can we walk through like a sample week?
Sure, yeah. Let's imagine a typical week for this clone celebrity.
Okay.
Monday. Maybe the PR clone, the human assistant, is busy pitching upcoming gigs, lining up opportunities.
Right.
Outreach. Tuesday could be the AI assistant's day for batching content, generating TikTok ideas, reels, captions, all in the celebrity style.
Getting ahead on social.
Wednesday. Maybe there's a podcast or a press thing that could be handled by the digital avatar or maybe that deepfake proxy we talked about.
Okay, the clone handles that appearance.
Thursday. Now maybe the real celebrity steps in. Time for crucial feedback on, say, new merchandise design, something needing their actual creative input.
The irreplaceable stuff.
Exactly. Friday. Similar thing. Maybe dedicated time for the real you to write new material, songs, scripts, whatever their core creative work is.
Makes sense.
Saturday. The AI clone kicks back in, auto-scheduling all those posts that were batched earlier in the week.
Keeping the feed active.
And Sunday. Sunday is maybe offline time. Brunch with Sandra, real-life stuff.
Yeah.
Handled by you, the real you.
That paints a really clear picture, how the automated bits, the delegated bits, carve out serious space for the stuff only the actual person can do. And for just living.
That's the core idea. Optimizing impact while protecting the person.
And the sources mention some optional extras, ways to take this even further.
Yeah, some more creative, almost playful extensions of the idea.
Like what?
Well, you could apparently create something called a clone academy for bringing new staff on board.
A clone academy?
Yeah, with like a fun clone training manual written entirely in the celebrity's voice and style.
That's brilliant.
There's also talk of things like NFT clone licensing.
Okay.
So limited edition digital art or promo pieces like cloned Rohan, tapping into that whole digital collectibles market.
Interesting. And wasn't there something about a fake controversy?
Yeah, that one's pretty out there. The idea of the celebrity publicly arguing with their own clone online.
For marketing buzz.
Purely for marketing.
Oh.
It just shows how far you could potentially push this for practical reasons and for building a really unique brand story.
It's kind of mind-bending, really. So when you boil it all down, what's the ultimate payoff here? The main benefit of this whole complex strategy?
I think it comes down to something quite simple, actually.
Yeah.
The key takeaway is that it allows the real me, the actual person, to be busy living, to focus their energy where it counts most, their performance, their health, relationships, actual creativity.
While the clone army handles the noise.
Exactly. The AI, the human team, the stand-ins, they manage the relentless demands and the constant noise of public life.
So it's really about strategically protecting your most valuable asset, your time, your energy, your focus.
Precisely that.
Which leads to a final thought, maybe, for you listening. How could this idea of strategic cloning, whether that's using digital tools smartly or delegating effectively, how might that apply in your life? Or in other jobs?
Yeah, could it free you up for what really matters to you?
And just thinking about the celebrity side again, what stands out to you as the most maybe surprising part of this whole approach? Worth mulling over?